Going to Legion as well here, like always. And we got Love Me Again by NESCAFE. Is that how you say it? Basement Season 4, Episode 3. I've been doing a few... I definitely picked out everything, I think, from a fan suggestion this time, or a viewer suggestion, we should call it. Usually I pick up some music stuff, and then I pick up some other stuff, but there's a lot of requests for music and non-music, so I kind of just went ahead and did a lot of the viewer requests instead of really picking out anything myself. And yeah, so I'm kind of excited. I don't usually do all of them. All the music is usually a list compiled over time from the viewers. But this is, definitely more... Is my camera just, doing its weird thing? I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited to be doing a lot more viewer-requested stuff. It's kind of cool, kind of awesome to see. And with that, let's just do it. Check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. That's really freaking loud. Doesn't that one tune in the beginning sounded kind of like the opening to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? That opening is ungodly loud. Okay, the audio is everywhere. I heard it crack. Okay. This might be a weird one. I thought that was a bottom roll I had.
No, I've done wrong, left your heart torn. Is that what devils do? Took it so low, where only fools go. I shook the angel in you. Now I'm rising from the ground, rising up to you. Filled with all the strength I found, there's nothing I can't do.
Hey, violin.
I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? It's unforgivable. I stole and hurt your soul. Is that what demons do? They rule the worst of me, destroy everything. They bring down angels like you. Now I'm rising from the ground, rising up to you. Filled with all the strength I found, there's nothing I can't do. I need to know now,
that was the da na 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 na. I think that was the I forgot what the small guitar is called, and the big guitar, I think, and then that I'm not gonna try to pronounce whatever that Indian thing is. I don't know. Maybe it was mostly that. These mid-roll ads are garbage. This makes this video so stupid to watch. I don't mind the smaller ones are fine, but this one's bigger than the actual black bar, how the format of the video is. You could have raised the video just a little higher, and this would have fit in perfectly, but it's overlapping. There's a reason why people use, and I'm not saying that I am, but there's a reason why people use certain programs. It's because they hate to see this random annoying crap, even if it's promoting them. It's the only negative thing about the whole video. Everything else sounds incredible. The music, I don't want to call those bongo drums. I don't actually know what those drums are called. The scratchings that she was doing. I don't know why I forgot the name of I don't even know how to pronounce the big freaking thing that girl is sitting down with. The violin, the guitar, it all comes together really well. The drums were really on point. I really liked that so far. I feel like these are, I don't know if what ethnicity these women are, but it looks almost like it's, because I saw I'm not going to try to pronounce what the garb is that she was wearing, the Middle Eastern, I think, or Buddhist, Muslim, I'm not sure, please. Sometimes these things just kind of cross and you don't know the specific names and the specific regions they come from, so sorry for that. But it looks like kind of like women of culture from like around, like different cultures from around the world coming together to play this crazy tune that has, some classical piano in there. We got the normal, I don't know if the one girl with the glasses had a bass or a normal guitar or a standard guitar. I don't even know if it was an acoustic guitar. I didn't pay attention. Then you got the one girl with the other leather jacket that's playing the electric guitar. That's just typical rock. Coming with what looks like a typical rock style drum set with this big drum set. A lot of strings in this thing, and I like strings, man. It looks really. It sounds really good. It all came together in this weird hodgepodge, this goulash of just incredible music that I don't know if it's necessarily inspired from other regions, but it looks like it has a different variety of instruments, which that's the coolest part. The coolest part is taking these things from different cultures and putting them together. On a quick tangent, there was a song. It's like a dubstep song or something. Not dubstep. Yeah, like dubstep something. That is. I mean, I have it. I could look it up right now if you guys wanted to, but you're not here. You're what? This is a recording. It's called Ali. I think it's just called Ali, and the picture of it is usually like in this car. It has these huge, like I think Middle Eastern tones to it. Not so much. I don't think Indian, but it's more. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I believe it's a lot of Middle Eastern style stuff with this normal, what seems like typical American and other styles of dubstep involved. I'm like, dude, that kind of mixing is so awesome to see. So whether this is or isn't a mixture of different types of sounds and instruments from around the world, although the one looks like it's not a scimitar. I don't know why I keep thinking that's a sword or whatever I'm saying. Also, I'm also thinking I'm also saying the thing with the horns, the bull man. That's a minotaur, not a scimitar. Scimitar is the sword. I don't know why I keep thinking that's the word that keeps popping in my head, but that's not right. Either way, the girl has the big old long instrument, and then there's the violin and guitar. That's pretty spreading. Not so much the violin, the guitar, but the one. I guess if you go to say India or anywhere else, I'm sure they use normal guitars as well. But for us on the Western side, you don't see those instruments in any of the bands that play in a lot of Europe and or North America. So that's why I was more focusing on the sound, because anywhere else they could have these drums, they could have these guitars, violins, and then whatever that huge ass thing is. But over here they don't. So I was really focusing on the sound, and maybe I think this is Love Me Again is I don't know where that song comes from. So yeah, so if they're doing what could be, say, let's just say, for example, it's a North American song with all these different instruments, that's a mixing. It couldn't be, I'm not actually sure. Let's get into it. Sorry for the break, but that right there is just super annoying. these drums. Oh man, can you hear that? Oh, sorry. Dude, she's just killing it on those drums, or whatever you want to call them. Oh, it is an acoustic one. Or whatever you call that guitar. I'm guessing that's the promo for what the group is, the Her Shahar or whatever.
I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? I need to know now, can you love me again? Can
Dude, the girl with the drums has no emotion. It's insane. Like, what the hell is... Like, that's so crazy to see, though. Like, look at that. She has no emotion. I wonder if she's actually there. Is she... Oh, is that her over there? Is she behind? I think she's behind on the right. Yeah, so... Har Sabah? Sabah? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a group. For some reason, I kind of like was thinking this was a because this was like a basement thing, that these were maybe some people that got together to do this really awesome thing, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're all a group. You guys gotta let me know in the comments down below. Although, if this is the stuff they're doing, I could definitely check them out a lot. I'm a huge fan of all the sounds that you might hear, like not so much like Japan or even China, but a lot of the Middle Eastern sounds, a lot of the Indian sounds, whether it's Pakistan or all that kind of like hymn and all those kind of things over there, that part of the world. I always love those like tones and those sounds and that music. It just sounds so, I don't know, I'm not even gonna try to emulate what it is, but it's that like long, I'm trying to like describe it without making a fool of myself and trying to sing it, because I can't sing. It's just that long like note you hear that guy singing, almost like I don't want to say the Lion King kind of sound, but I don't know. There's some music that just comes from that part of the world that's just, I don't know. I really like it. And just now I had this random thought. When you talk about like a lot of the negativity in the world, and I'm not going to go real crazy into this. I'm not even going to get specifics. But, you know, people like to say, oh, it's, you know, it's how they're raised. It's how this. That's why they're part of a hate group, or they're part of this, or they saw something when they were a kid that happened that was poor to an animal. So now they're all about animal rights, whatever it is, you know. There was I think it was like, what was it, Twilight Zone or Outer Limits? I think it was Twilight Zone. Or it might have been that 7 Days, that one Sphere show that was on like UPN or whatever back in the day, or 61 UPN, the 7 Days, and it was like that weird D20 that they sent back in time. I think it might have been a Twilight Zone, but a woman was sent back to be the maid for a baby Hitler, and her task was to kill baby Hitler. Instead, she stole the baby and gave it to another family to raise right. And when she got back to the modern era at that time, nothing had changed. And so they posed the question, are you raised evil, or do you always have that within you? That's the question. And so I don't know the answer to that. But my first thought was, because I'm talking a lot about the Middle Eastern themes and a lot of this stuff, and they may or may not be Middle Eastern. They may be, something Americans. I don't know. I don't know their history. I'm only bringing up different regions of the world because I see different style garb and different style instruments. That's the only thing. I'm not even, there's plenty of people that aren't white that live in America. So let's keep that over there, right? Like, I don't even want somebody making that weird assessment, because that's not where I'm going with it. But I was talking about like a lot of the Middle Eastern and Indian themes and sounds that I like, and the first thing that popped in my head when I was a kid was the movie Aladdin. Now, you may think that is, you may not agree with it how it is, I think out of all the racist tropes that Disney used, like the three crows, I think from Jungle Book, I think that Aladdin had hopefully not any that I can remember, or not a lot, that are just outdated. Like maybe back then it was okay, but like now it's not acceptable. And I like to think Aladdin, especially since it was done into a brand new live action movie, that it holds up as far as it's not offensive. But I liked that theme. I liked that, style of sound and all that. It was really good, and the culture and all that, which posed the question, like, some people may not want to hear this, or maybe some people just can't branch out and think that this kind of music is good because they only grew up with whatever they listen to, right? Or that's why one of my favorite things is to watch, like, I'm just going to phrase it like this, and you can take whatever you want with it. People that aren't white reacting to Eminem for the first time. Those videos are great, because it's a different culture. And they even, like, a lot of people say when they're reacting, they go, where I come from, this is not what you listen to, right? It wasn't cool to listen to this. This wasn't the culture. Now they're old enough, they don't give a crap anymore what anybody thinks about them. They're checking out all this other stuff that they never thought about checking out, right? It's the same when I watch the UK people check out things for America. I like watching I like watching non-Americans check out like oversimplified stuff about America, or things like that. There's also the New Zealand girl that I can't remember what her channel is, but New Zealand girl I can't remember. She reacts to like almost exclusively all American stuff because there's people that want to see that. And so these kind of like, this was a good mix, I think, from standard rock that you might find in North America, the UK, and other parts of Europe, or I should say Europe, along with some other tones and some other instruments that came from around the world. It's really cool. If you want to check out or if you want to suggest anything, if this is a group or more of I'm going to call it the NESCAFE for now, it doesn't have to be overly Americanized style music. So don't be linking me stuff that you think that I'm going to like just because I'm from America and or because I'm white, right? You can give me some stuff that may be like super hard hitting with some instruments I've never even heard of. The more different, the better, because I love that kind of stuff. I love the diversity in music. It makes some of the best music. Like on a side note, one of my favorite songs from 21 Pilots is Fall Away, when Dr. Bloom is doing this, the horn, the trumpet, the Spanish horn, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if it's not a Spanish horn. It's just a horn. And he's just killing it. I almost get like a tear. My eyes get a little watery every time because it's just so freaking incredible the way he plays in that song. I actually listen to it so much that I have to take a break now because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, that kind of stuff is awesome. And you don't see a lot of horns and stuff in normal, traditional, mainstream, whatever, music. So anything that's a little different, little on its axis, that's not the norm, that's more like this, I'm down for it. Link it down below. It doesn't also have to be them. If you want to link me stuff that, if this is a group, what they've done outside of this, cool. If you want to link more of this NESCAFE basement stuff, dog barking, do that. But with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to get out of here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Later.